Imagine you have your own lake house, and now you would like to consider different things for that. For example, what are the different considerations for continuous integration, continuous deployment, and security reasons? So what are those? Well, guys, if you would like to know more, then in this video, I'm going to talk about those. Stay tuned with me till the end of this video, and I'm going to talk everything about considerations for your own lake house. If you are over here for the very first time, please consider subscribing this channel, share this video with your friends and your colleagues so that they can also learn something new. Now, coming back over here. Considerations for a lake house. The first of all, you have to secure your lake house. If your data is not secure, then it's worthless. Always I ask this question to everyone when I'm interviewing those people, that what is the most important part that you would think when you are collecting data from the data sources or when you have the data? And the answer is data security. You can talk about all the data quality, data rules, etc., but that doesn't make any sense, because if your data is not secure, then you cannot do anything without that. The very first is security access and access considerations that you have to talk about. In this, you are going to define who needs access to each layer. Like I mentioned in my previous video on the Medallion architecture, only developers or certain specific people should have access on your bronze layer, because the data should be unmuted or should not get changed. Nobody should be able to tamper the data, and this data may be used for audit purposes as well. Ensuring only the authorized people or personnel can interact with your sensitive data. So it's really important. So always pay attention to data sensitivity, data governance, and there are so much more about that. If you have any particular question, please do leave the comment in the comment section. Second would be your gold layer access control. On this layer, I always recommend, and this is the best practice, that you should give only the read-only access. In your organization, when you are federating the data, then many of the people would like to access the data. They would like to write the SQL queries. Maybe they would like to connect with their front-end tool, Power BI, Tableau, ClickSense, or that may be the Looker or any other tool. In that case, they just need to read the data. They don't need to modify the data, update the data, etc., unless there is some exceptional scenario. And I always prefer not to do the write back. That means you are not going to write the data from the Power BI. Otherwise, it's going to create a lots of complications over there. Some people wants to, change the numbers. But just imagine if some user has changed the number and you don't know about that, and somebody else has the conflict about that, that may impact your business severely. So always think about this. And again, I recommend that please give only read-only access on the data, and that's also to the people who are entitled to. For example, you cannot give read-only access to your finance data to anyone. Isn't it correct? So please pay attention over there. In many of the cases, your users would like to use the data for data science, AI, Gen AI, etc., or maybe just for data science or ML use cases, they use the silver layer. But in many other organizations, they get the data only from your gold layer. So you have to pay attention over there. Bronze layer access control, I have already defined, so I won't go into this one, but please make sure that no unauthorized personnel can get this access. Now we are going to talk about the CI/CD. GitHub has integration with Microsoft Fabric and also with many other tools and technologies. For example, you can easily use GitHub, or you can use simply the Git and then Git action to automate your power flows, etc. And I believe you should use it, because if you are going to integrate it, then you can easily do the version controlling, you can do the continuous deployment, continuous integration, etc. And in case you would like me to create a video on that, please do drop the comment in the comment section. That's how it can be done. So guys, what do you think about it? Please do let me know your comment in the comment section, and stay tuned for more videos.